thank you for picking up the sticks. And against all odds, here is episode 44 of Sticks Gaming Podcast. I am Mike Carnett, to my right. Victorious Mike Steak Carnia.
What's going on?
The most defeated what's going on we've had.
Oh my
In
god.
44 episodes.
Jesus.
And Art, #1 fan of Kenyon Drake, Rosian.
Lick my balls. What that?
Winner. On to the second round of playoffs, where I'm going to get my stuff pushed all the way inside of me. However,
Don't be scared, homie.
I'm not. Don't show me you're scared. So we had all kinds of technical
Live
fiascos.
from the frozen tundra of Sticks headquarters.
We had heaters and then
Fuses.
and camera. But we're live.
We're here.
Now,
We're working.
and then we'll figure this all out. So hopefully you can hear and see us this week. Because we have a lot to cover, for one.
There's some things to cover.
We have a lot to cover.
You have a lot to cover.
I got a lot to cover.
And we know you missed our beautiful faces.
And of course. And we have a little bit of a contest as well that we kind of tease a little bit during some of our
It's
live
like the
streams.
Seinfeld contest.
Exactly.
Everyone get your money ready.
I'm out. By the time the show's
King
I'm
of the
out.
castle.
A little bit of a contest. We will outline and show. Kind of will all culminate in next show, which is our Game of the Year and contest results. So very excited for that. So let's start this like we always start this with Steak. What you playing? Outside of technician,
All right. I got to try not to talk too much here.
outside of electrical engineer.
All right. So we'll go with my short ones first. So I played the Monster Hunter beta, Monster Hunter World beta for a little bit. That game's going to be awesome. That's going to be a lot of fun. It looks good. It looks really good. It's Monster Hunter. It does have some nice aspects that they've changed. Like when you take a potion, you don't stop, drink the potion for 2 seconds, and then go back to
eating
fighting
you.
as it's attacking you. Yeah, you don't have to run away necessarily to take the potion anymore. So that's actually kind of nice. So they do make some changes for like new people to try to draw some new people in and stuff. But I really didn't have a chance to play too much of it. I just did a couple hunts. But it was a lot of fun, so I'm really looking forward to that. Then I also downloaded the Lost Fear demo, which is a spiritual successor to I Am Setsuna.
Oh, okay.
Coming out for PS4, Switch, and PC. I actually downloaded it on the Switch and PS4, so I can kind of see different. Basically, looks almost identical. I mean, obviously a little bit more lighting and shadows on PS4, and the 60 frames compared to the 30 frames. But eventually, when I get that game, it'll be on Switch. But it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Again, some cool ideas from I Am Setsuna. And then the big daddy that I have put 30 hours into so far, Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yes.
This game is cool. It's so much fun. It's so good. So it's just the combat system at first, like, and especially if you watch videos and stuff, it looks really complicated and everything.
It looks like systems on
crazy.
systems on systems
yeah.
on systems.
It's not that bad once you get into it. It's really not that bad. And then all the different blades and everything, which is really cool. But the only problem I have with that is it's all randomized what blades you get. You have these core crystals that you use, and you attach them to a character, and then that character can use that. And then sometimes you get these things called overdrive, which allows them to be bonded with so you can switch them to a different character to like be bonded with them, because the only person that could bond with them is the one that's using it. So you can have up to 3 blades equipped at a time, but there is a time period you have to wait before you can switch blades and stuff, because they all have different elementals and things like that. The story so far has been phenomenal. It's been great. It's funny. It's sad. It's great. This is the first game for the Switch, though, that there is a noticeable downgrade when playing handheld.
Really?
Yes. So it's got a dynamic resolution.
Okay.
There are times when this game looks downright ugly.
Really?
On the handheld system. Yes. On the playing in handheld mode. There's times when it gets so digital, like the jagged edges and around the characters, and when you just do a quick fast travel, it sometimes takes 5 to 10 seconds for the textures to load. Sometimes you'll just see like,
so you're just standing there and things just happening.
you see
like,
it
around
like
you?
you see like, yeah, so you see everything. You see a road, you're like, oh, that's just a brown road, and then 5 seconds later, oh, it's a rocky road. It's like, oh, okay.
Rocky Road.
I love Rocky Road.
Yeah. So when I've still played the majority of my hours handheld just because it's just the way I play the Switch anyways.
me too.
But when I have been able to put it on the dock, I have, and it looks great on the TV. It runs smooth on the TV. So everything, whatever that dock does, it does it right for this game.
Interesting.
But for in
I'm
handheld
pretty sure
mode-
there's still never been any clear answer on what the dock does.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, all we know is it releases 1080p. That's really all we know for sure. But yeah, no, this game, it's so much fun. I just want to keep playing it. Now I got these merc missions where you send out. So like as you're getting all these different blades and stuff, a lot of them you're just garbage. You're just sitting there. So you can send them out on these merc missions that take anywhere from like 10 minutes to like over an hour, and then after the time's over, it lets you know that they're back. You go back into the menu, and then they get experience, and you get items and stuff like that from those.
So they did it in, I think it was one of the Assassin's Creed games, like Brotherhood, I think did that, where you would like get assassins into your guild, and you would send them into different lands to do X, Y, and Z, and they're all like rated, right? Like they're all different. Each guy you get is like rated differently. And did they give you like the probability of success, like stuff like that?
No,
too?
this one. So it's always successful, but there's certain things, but it can be more successful. So they'll give you a thing that says like, oh, if your blade has this skill, you're gonna get a bone. Not only will you get more out of it, it also won't take as long to complete the mission and stuff. It cuts down on the time and everything.
Okay,
and
that's cool.
And each mission has a special, because like every blade has their own weapon, and so there's sometimes it requires certain blades too, like humanoids or claws. So they have to have the claw weapon, or female, male. Like it matters. Like for some of them.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of neat. But you don't unlock that till like 22 hours in or so.
You're still unlocking new things to do?
What's good? My last tutorial hint.
I was saying, I've heard the tutorial part of that game is very, very long.
Yeah. My last tutorial bit was around the 26-hour mark that I just had, and I think there's going to be more still. They constantly are just introducing new mechanics the whole time, which is awesome though. Like it sounds frightening and complicated, but it's actually really good and satisfying. So even though you're level 30, right now I'm level 34, I'm still facing guys that are level 25, and it still takes me 4 minutes to beat them. It still takes a while to beat them. They got a ton of HP and everything, but it helps. So once you so you have 4 different arts, 3 different arts in a special. And you have an auto attack. It's like a 3-based auto attack, and if you hit one of the arts as you're completing one of those auto attacks, you will see this blue circle, and that means you get a boost for that art. Not only does it fill up faster next time, but it also does more power.
Okay.
So it also takes some strategy to where you gotta watch it, because each of your auto hits, it gets stronger too. So you always want to kind of use those after your 3rd hit, because then that's your most powerful. So a lot of times, like my back attack, if I use it after the first one, I'll maybe get 1,300 hit points. If I wait till the last one, I'll get closer to 5,000 hit points off then.
Gotcha.
So so that has a really cool kind of different thing to it. But no, I mean, this game, it's like I said, 30 hours in, I'm midway through chapter 4. There's 10 chapters in the game.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm looking at probably 70, 80 hours once said and done, potentially. And the world's awesome, and it's just I just keep wanting to play it. It's crazy because the other night after I played the Monster Hunter World demo, I was looking at my games on my PS4, and I haven't started the Yakuza Kiwami yet. I'm like, maybe I should start this. I was like, what time is it? It was 7 o'clock. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go lay in bed and play Xenoblade until I fall asleep. I just wanted to keep playing. This game is so good. But
cool.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's all.
I
of
get
it.
plenty.
Yeah.
30-some hours in.
Well, and then my gift from Art is on top of
it.
that. So thank God I got that out of the way though before that came out.
Art, what you playing?
I'm going to go back to my old answer here. Not much.
Good to have you back.
Yeah. I know change throws the rotation of the world off when I play more than one game.
Yeah, it's like a butterfly flapping its wings or something.
Yeah, I really haven't had time to play anything between school and work and holiday shit starting to kick up.
Yep.
The only thing I can remember that I played recently is Friday when we were playing NHL here.
You remember that? I don't remember that.
I scored 9 goals in a row. You bet your ass I remember that shit.
I remember.
I do not remember.
I single-handedly won a game.
I remember Calgary. That's why I remember.
Yeah, fuck Calgary.
So sloppy.
We tried coming back after we were more drunk later on.
It was even
this is
worse.
getting worse.
Yeah.
Stupid.
But yeah, outside of that, I really haven't had time to play anything. I'm kind of pissed because I just saw this morning that I missed a Hitman Elusive Target. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, that's really all I've played. I've had the Switch sitting on my desk, and I'm sitting there doing homework. I'm like, I should play Mario for a little bit, but I want to get this stuff done, so no. So yeah, that's it for me.
I only been playing a couple of things. I jumped back into Mario plus Rabbids. Got a little further into that. I'm liking that game more and more when I play it. I finally got to someone that killed me, so I actually died. And
oh, nice.
Yeah, and there's more to it than I thought there was going to be in terms of strategy. Not only does it, like, your placement on the map make a difference, but also the elevation too. So if you're up higher and you're shooting down, you get more of a
higher ground bonus.
Yeah, exactly. You get a higher ground bonus. And sometimes like the cover is either explosive or will push someone back, and you can do a mix of your specific character's ability plus hitting that block, and you can cause like a bigger area. There's a lot to it. Long story short, but it definitely has some moments in it. I mean, it's quirky and fun along the way too, but definitely has some challenge in it. And I just finished what would be the equivalent of the first world of the game. I don't know how many worlds there are, but yeah. So far, I'm digging it. It's one of those things I can pick up. And like the way it's laid out, like you're walking around the overworld map, and you walk into these areas where you get into the fights, and then like a fight takes 10-15 minutes. So you can walk around, do a fight, walk a little bit further, do another fight, and that's 20 minutes in, you're done. And you can kind of put it back down. So it does the whole pick up and play thing really well. The other thing I've been playing is Nier Automata. I finally got into that one. Okay, I don't even know how to start with this one. It's really, really good. It's like 4 or 5 different games like smashed together into one. So just kind of give you like just an idea of how much you're switching around. Like the very opening sequence, you're flying in this fighter jet and it becomes like a shoot 'em up. I can't remember. Was it great? Is Gradius the plane? Is like the shooting, like when you're shooting when you're shooting forward, and you're moving back and forth, and you and the other guy you go shooting back and forth, and things are coming at you. Then all of a sudden, the plane transforms into a mech and turns into a twin stick shooter, and you're still doing all that stuff. Then you land, and it becomes like a heavy Devil May Cry action type game, and you have this little helper over you that shoots bullets, so you can like lock onto a guy, you shoot bullets with that guy, and you're like, doing crazy sword combos on like 4 people over there, and just all these things are all happening, and then it's crazy, and like the art style's nuts, and but it's very Japanese in terms of the tone, in terms of just like some stereotypical stuff happening in there as well. But the story, let's see if I can even encapsulate the story. You're on Earth, but you're an android sent to Earth
to destroy the Earth.
No, you're sent to save the Earth from the humans that had to leave Earth and go to the moon because aliens crash landed on Earth and started building robots to kill humans. So you're fighting the robots that the aliens made, even though you're a robot that the humans made, but you're like kind of like a human fighting everybody. Yeah. So that's the main story of what's happening, and you're kind of in these destroyed cities, going through missions. There's a ton of side missions in the game as well, which I didn't anticipate. I thought it was gonna be a little more linear, but there's a lot to do in the game, and you're just constantly picking up new quests and new things to do. One of the coolest parts about the game is how you get your abilities and power-ups and boosts and things like that. You get a kind of like it's like a memory on your Android. Is it on still?
I think so.
I think you're on still. Okay.
Yeah.
So you get like a
box floating around my head, I think.
You get a memory allocation for your Android, right?
Yeah.
So you can buy more memory, and with more memory, you can put new abilities on your character. So it can be an HP boost, it can be a battle boost, like a hit point boost. It can be a new ability. It can be giving you options to get different weapons and swords and things like that nature. And the game makes it very clear early on, it doesn't save for you. So you got to make sure you're saving constantly.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of branching paths. There's endings A through Z in this game, and there's
Jesus.
yeah. I got one of the endings on Let me tell you how I got my ending, my first one. So I finished the first couple of levels. I'm back in the moon base, and there's like shops and just like normal like RPG type stuff.
Sure.
You use shops, you can buy potions and different weapons or whatever. The very first thing I do is like I'm trying to sell myself because I've got all kinds of loot from that first mission, and I see OS chip. I'm like, all right, fine. I sell my OS chip. But it was my operating system chip, and I shut down. and like, it was like system failure, and credits rolled real quick, and that was it. And it brought me back to the main menu, and I reloaded back from my last save.
Yeah.
But I think it was ending T is that one or something like that.
Okay.
So ending T shows up on my save file now. So I got one of the endings just by being an idiot. And I mean, like, I don't remember picking up this OS chip, and I sold it, and I died.
I believe there'll be a few others like that as well.
For sure. But yeah, I mean, the action is so awesome in that game. They have a really good mix. Like my hands, I'm like pressing so many buttons at once because R1 shoots the gun guy, L2 does a targeting, L1 is a special move for the little gun guy, and there's different between like homing missiles or like a big laser or something along those lines. And then square and triangle do different levels of attack and circle dodges. So I'm all over the place, you know, like I'm pressing all these things all together to make it all work. And even other times too, like it goes into like a 2D, like kind of platformy battle too. Like there was one time I was walking through an amusement park and I get to this backstage of a stage they have at the amusement park, and I'm side scrolling and there's just these massive amount of enemies coming at me and they're all high level. So I'm just like hacking and slashing at these guys, then I come on the other end. So it's just like I'm getting both ends of this thing happening at the same time. They're pinching in on me, but it's all done in 2D. And it switches all those between the shoot 'em up and the twin stick and the action and the 2D. It switches it all just at, I don't say at random, but it switches it all in such a fluid way. Like it doesn't feel like you're like, whoa, what just happened? Like it doesn't, discombobulate you every time it switches you around like you think it would, because you're switching perspectives so much.
Right.
But man, it is a lot of fun, and I'm 3/4 of the way done through my first playthrough.
Nice.
And I'm not into the story yet, but I hear the story really gets picked up when you do your second and third playthrough, because it gets you into the different endings and you start seeing things from different points of view. But man, it's fun. And they got the bosses in that game, man. They're huge and they're kind of crazy, and you don't really understand them right away. So there's a little bit of that puzzle solving, like what the hell am I supposed to do with this thing when you get in there, and it's a ton of fun.
That's good old Platinum Games for you.
Man, it is.
Their boss battles are always insane.
The very first one, like this, they throw you in this thing and you're fighting this giant, looks like an oil rig that became alive, and it's just huge, and it has this giant, and there's this huge chainsaw coming in, and it's a lot of fun. It's really inventive. I'm really enjoying it, but I wish I liked the story more now. Because like I said, the story I told you is basically what it is.
Right.
I want it now.
Yeah. So I want the good stuff now. I want the interesting, inventive stuff now. But I'm running out of time for Game of the Year because I still got to play Wolfenstein. I bought Cuphead over the weekend, so I got to play that now. So like we got like 8 days, or no, we got like 10 days before we record the last one. So I got to make sure I get into those two. But Nier Automata is a ton of fun, and you can find it, but it's kind of hard to find. Like I said, I found it. I said it was during Black Friday. They had a sale. I hope you picked it up if you wanted it. But that game is not the easiest to find used or on sale. Usually it's just full price, but it's a ton of fun. I think that's all I've really been playing. I played a little more Conga Master.
Nice.
I enjoy that game.
Nice.
I got 20 minutes. I don't want to pick up my Switch, or it's up somewhere else in the house. I'm going to play Conga Master.
Awesome.
Cool. So what's coming out in the next couple weeks?
All right. Quite a bit.
Good. Really?
Look at this.
Damn. Okay, fine. End of the year.
A lot of indie stuff.
That makes sense.
So Wednesday, December 3rd, we have Super Hydra.
Wait, December 3rd.
Or December 13th. I'm sorry, 13th. I forgot the one in there.
This comes out.
I'm sorry. I'm all messed up from everything.
I'm going to have your phone works.
God, and then I just checked my fantasy, and I'm only up by 1 point something point right now. So I'm getting...
It's going to be a two-man show.
I might get angry here very quickly.
Son of a bitch.
So Wednesday...
Flip it.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Just do it.
Wednesday, December 13th, Super Hydra for
Hydra.
For PS4.
He's happy to
PS4 and Vita.
Oh, by the way, real quick, do you see Papers, Please came out on the Vita?
Vita,
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's awesome.
I want to play on Switch.
I'm perfectly content playing that game on a computer.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work. I feel like it would be clunky. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Night in the Woods for Xbox One. Final Fantasy 15 episode Ignis for Xbox One and PS4.
That's not a number.
Right in the Ignis.
Desert Golfing for PC. And then on December 14th, Thursday, Bleed for Switch.
Bleeding.
Ukulele for Switch. Gorgora?
Killed it.
Gorgonzola.
I don't know. PC and Mac games, so no one's going to fucking play it.
Exactly.
Black the Fall for Switch. Is Bleed Here's Listen Again for Switch. Mecho Tales for the Switch. Mutant Muds Collection for the Switch. Man. Never Stop Sneaking for the Switch.
It's a sequel to Sneaking.
One more. That's awesome. One more Dungeon for the Switch. And Polybridge for the Switch.
Is it the version that has the Portal stuff in it?
Yes, I think it is. I think it is, yeah.
Here's my question with that. If you have portals, why do you need a fucking bridge?
Good quote. Yep. I just broke that game.
That's way too logical.
Is that fun?
I have portals. I don't need anything else. I just need a flat surface.
I was bought. Where was I? I forget where I was, but all the Lego Dimension stuff like super cheap. I almost bought that just to do the Ghostbusters and Portal 2 stuff.
Oh yeah,
that was it. But I didn't because I don't need more toys in my house.
Yeah. Friday, December 15th, on Epic for the Switch. Romancing Saga 2 for PS4 and Vita. Lost Grimoires 2, Shard of Mystery for Xbox One. Circuits for Xbox One. Future War Reborn for Xbox One. Hammerwatch for Xbox One. It's Quiz Time for Xbox One. Ultimate Chicken Horse for Xbox One. Omega Quintet
You ever seen that game?
for PC.
No.
It's an interesting one. It's basically it's like a platforming thing where it's like you have 4 players and they're all going at the same time. Mm-hmm. It's basically to see who can finish the level, but like in between turns you get obstacles that you get to add to the environment, which can either help or hurt, make it harder.
That's interesting.
Tuesday, December 19th, Crawl for the Switch. Accounting Plus for the PlayStation VR. I am so pumped for that.
Funny.
That looks awesome.
What kind of ass are the people on who made that?
Right?
All
Well, it's
the
the Rick and Morty people, so
All the acid.
which I'm excited that that's coming to PlayStation
Yeah.
VR too, because I heard that was a lot of fun. Wednesday, December 20th, Defunct is coming to Xbox One and PS4.
Bring defunct, bring the noise.
Life is Strange Before the Storm, Episode 3 for Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
That's the final one, right? Because there's only 3 episodes.
Yes,
Am
but I think there's
mixed
supposed
it
to be a
up?
bonus episode as well, right?
what?
Yeah, like an epilogue or whatever.
What?
The Life is Strange sequel.
I think the bonus episode is only for people who bought the season
Deluxe,
pass.
who got this. Yeah,
Deluxe
but I don't think
edition.
it's out yet, though. I don't know.
I bought the game. I know nothing about it.
I'm waiting until everything's like everything else. I always wait till it's all out.
Yeah.
Thursday, December 21st, Frederick, Resurrection of Music for the Switch. Max, The Curse of Brotherhood for the Switch. The Deer God for the Switch.
A perfect bull god.
The next Penelope for the Switch.
Penelope?
Penelope?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Penelope. Yeah, that's probably Penelope.
Nice cantaloupe.
Penelope.
And Friday, December 20th.
cantaloupe.
Friday, December 22nd, Heart and Slash for the Switch. All those Switch games.
That's a lot.
Yep. And then your PlayStation Plus December games for PS4, you can download Darksiders 2, the Definitive Edition. Kung Fu Panda, Showdown of Legendary Legends. And you can still download Until Dawn, Rush of Blood for the PlayStation VR, if you haven't yet. For PlayStation 3, the Siberia Collection. And X-Blaze Lost Memories. And for the Vita, Forma.8, also cross-buy on PS4. And Wanted Corp. Then December games for Xbox, games with gold. For Xbox One, Warhammer, The End of Times, Vermintide from December 1st through the 31st. Back to the Future, the game from December 16th through January 15th. And then for Xbox 360, which is also playable on your Xbox One, Child of Eden until the 15th of December. And Marlo Briggs and the Mask of Death from this December 16th through the 31st.
That is surprisingly a lot.
What's that?
That's surprisingly a lot.
Oh, that's a
so
ton.
late in the year.
Oh yeah, no, that is a ton.
I do know that.
Oh my god, this game really needs to end. 1.5 points I'm up by. 51 seconds
who's
left.
Who's going against you? Who you?
He's got Amendola and Kenny Stills, and I've got Burkhead.
You're fine. Miami's got the ball. They got
do they have the ball?
Out. Yeah.
Final. Woo! Yes, I lost. So, really quickly, the only reason why I'm so excited is last week I would have won the division. I would have won. I lost by 0.5 points. Antonio's Brown's touchdown got me 0.5 points short of winning last week. That pissed me off. And I made one bad decision on a switch this week, and I thought it was going to fuck me. And it ended up,
there's always stat corrections.
You shut your whore mouth. You shut your whore mouth.
Hey, listen, my week was miserable. I'm going to take everyone down with me.
That makes up for all the technical issues we just had. I feel way better.
Otherwise, I think so.
Yeah, looks like it.
Recording, I think. Woo, we'll find out. I'll find out tomorrow.
If you can see us right now, it works. Extra.
It's time for the news / topic of the week because there's not really a lot of news
that's not related to the topic of the week.
Let's see here. I did write it down.
For which one? PSX?
The Game Awards. No, PSX. I was way too drunk.
Yeah.
I don't remember much of PSX.
There wasn't much to talk about.
This is what you need to know about PSX. You don't negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think I called Greg Miller an asshole at one point. I'm sorry.
He knows you were drunk.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He's been there many times.
Do you see his shirtless Spider-Man poses?
Those were awesome. Those were awesome. Insomniac Games, put them in. They get an Easter egg.
Skin?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh my god, that would be awesome.
Did you see he did a tweet for that before that? He's like, I guess he was walking around PSX and he pulled the mask out of his back pocket and asked the one guy who works Kind of Funny, Andy, he's like, you think I'm gonna need this today? He's like, I don't think I'm gonna need this today. The guy, Andy's like, you never know. And then a deluge of shirtless.
I think he's amazing.
It was so good. Anyway,
the Game Awards.
So they had a lot going on last week. They had a Mega Man 30th anniversary collection thingy come out, a live stream come out.
Wait, so the Mega Man? Oh yeah, so you're talking about the live stream.
Yeah,
go ahead and talk about what they.
It was two main things that happened.
Yeah,
they announced Mega Man 11.
Yep,
which looks awesome.
Oh, it looks so good.
Mighty number 11.
And
it totally does.
It's a 2.5D.
The style of it looks like Mighty Number 9.
Yeah. It's probably going to be like a little jab, like, huh? See, this is how you do it.
Oh, you guys wanted this?
Yeah.
Here
okay.
it is. So I mean, it's a 2.5D. It's still side scrolling. It's still like kind of classic Mega Man style. But they just changed like the graphics and pixel art's super expensive, so that's what it is. I mean, that was a big news. What was really cool about that too is that they hid some of the key art for Mega Man 11 in the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, like in like the
because
you can look through different
like concept art,
and he had all kinds of different stuff for the games, and he hid some of it in that, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah,
that looks great. So check out the trailer for that one. That was kind of unexpected. They also announced the Mega, and that's coming, and they announced that Collection 1, Collection 2. And 11 are all coming out on Switch next year, and so is a Mega Man X collection. Yeah, I was unaware of that there are 8 Mega Man X games. I thought there was only 5 or 6.
Yeah, so, no, I didn't know about. I wonder if we didn't get a couple of those in the US before. I don't know for sure, but
I knew 5 and 6 were on PlayStation. I don't know if they had. I clearly didn't know anything beyond that, but
that's awesome though.
I'm super.
Those X games are awesome. I love those X games.
I'm gonna have a whole bunch of Mega Man games on my Switch. Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna get all that on my Switch. Yeah, it's perfect.
Those were the key tentpoles of that announcement.
Buy them now before they re-release them on Virtual Console.
Well, that's kind of when I sold my copies of Mega Man X 1, 2, and 3, like the Super Nintendo ones. I kind of saw this coming, and I wanted to get that into the market before like it gets flooded with availability for all that stuff. Side note as well, they announced. Street Fighter also had its 30th anniversary. And they're putting out basically anything that came out before Street Fighter 4.
Yes,
they're putting out it in one SKU. So all the alphas, 1, 2, and 3.
Good thing you guys bought that Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
I already turned in for $30.
So did I. I did the exact same thing. So, I already traded that in, so now I'll just get this one.
Yep, it has. I think
this is gonna be $30 or $40 for like all of these.
Probably, and it has all the versions of 3, all the versions of 2. Has the first one on there, and the 3 versions of Alpha, which are great games.
That's all I actually want. Is just the alphas. The alphas are fantastic.
Street Fighter 1.
Probably not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I can do them individually.
And then 4 of them have online play.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, I forget
cool.
which ones, but I think there's 3 or 4 of them they have online play.
And Capcom's talking about even bringing more stuff back here, and so they're bringing a bunch of their old franchises back in either remasters or re-releases. They brought out that Saturday morning, the Disney Saturday Morning collection this year, and then they're gonna have. I mean, shit. God knows what else they're going to be bringing back from their backlog, all their
I'm excited.
Backlog. So I'm hoping that they keep doing this thing where they bring out their old stuff, but also showing up like a new version of it. Like when they change over Resident Evil 7, or when they changed over Mega Man 11, looks different, but they're still bringing back all the old stuff as well.
Well, that's why everyone was kind of surprised that Devil May Cry 5 was not announced this week, because they announced HD collection coming out in March 1, 2, and 3, which is awesome. I'm super pumped to play those again. But I mean, now Capcom, keep it coming. Onimusha's on it. It's right there. Onimusha's right there.
I don't want to say it.
Come on.
But seriously, like,
come on.
I guess we're getting so close, and this is like, we're in that era now where people ask for something enough. Like it's more possible to get it, and people have been asking for that one for a while. So I'm really hoping.
Keep tweeting people.
Come on, let's make this happen.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
I still beat you if you. That's not your chat. Okay, I beat you by 20. I don't know if you saw it. Okay, what else? So what came first?
Enjoy getting your dick kicked in next week.
I will.
And the week after, and walking away with no money.
I have a good chance of third place.
Game Awards.
Game Awards. Yeah, Game Awards
first.
was first. So this is the big Jeff Keighley thing. We kind of ran down last week.
Yeah, we ran down like some of the categories and nominees and all that stuff. But this is more like how much do people really care about that part of it? I think everyone watches it for the announcements.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what I wrote down.
I don't want to talk about the awards. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. The hoopla was about the announcements, but
yeah.
Zelda won, by the way. I don't know if you brought it out. Zelda Breath of the Wild won Game of the Year.
Yep, Game of the Year.
They didn't announce the best multiplayer game till like a day or two later.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like they didn't tell.
They must have forgot.
They didn't televise it, and like the next morning I woke up and I went I'm like waiting for the train. I'm like, Game Award results. It had every award announced except that one.
Well, they had some stuff
no outlet had it announced.
Huh. They had like they had some different stuff in the pre-show. I don't know.
I mean, there was no there was no Chick Hyderabad, so I was checked out.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the awards were not actually like presented. A lot of them were just set and given out. Because I mean, like look, like the last 2 years now they do the Trending Gamer during the pre-show with Mr. Disrespect winning that this year.
Dr. Disrespect.
Dr.
He didn't go
Doctor.
to 4 years of medical disrespect
That's right.
school.
I'm sorry, Dr. Disrespect. I'm sorry for disrespecting you.
that actually might be good. He loves hate on people.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever watched any of his streams?
It's awesome.
It's like
it's funny.
It's a guy playing video games crossed with like a pro wrestler persona.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty funny.
I forget the order of events on that one because I was doing that and shopping.
Order of operations.
In the pre-show, the first trailer they showed off was World War Z, based upon the movie and the book.
I always thought that was Left 4 Dead.
That's what people were thinking. Yeah.
Oh, well.
The second they showed him start sprinting down the street.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was, but that was the first thought that popped in my head. It's like exactly how the movie starts.
Yeah. So PS4, Xbox One, PC. Based up, and it says Paramount Pictures, which means it's kind of probably based off so we'll see. I don't know what that means.
The stuff they showed with them like running on the streets and climbing each other exactly what was in the first 10 minutes of the movie that I saw before my wife burst out in tears because she was pregnant and hormonal. She couldn't handle the stress in the movie. Like, it broke her. It was like nothing bad had happened yet. It was like we got to the part where like they're trying to evacuate the city and like, they're stuck in traffic, and she just starts bawling, and I'm like, not a good movie for you. I may have started laughing at her too.
That doesn't help.
I did a lot when she was pregnant and start crying for no reason because it was hysterical. She knew it was crazy too. So.
Yeah, right. The next announcement was Vacation Simulator from the same people that gave us Job Simulator.
Really funny.
PS4, Oculus, and Vive 2018. Maybe. That was funny.
Maybe, probably.
I'm excited for that because Job Simulator is so much fun and hilarious. And then after that is when they showed off the Counting Plus coming out December 19th.
Tell you, the trailer for that looks like a badass.
Oh, it's insane. I'm getting it though. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna bust out the VR for that. Absolutely.
Is that VR only?
I think so. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's VR only. And then after this, they had the final announcement for the pre-show, which really quickly. So I was watching this on Mixer. So I was giving Mixer a shot. I was like, all right, I'm going to give this a shot. The minute the trailer started for this, it went to an Xbox ad.
That's not good.
It went to an ad for Xbox. It went for Wolfenstein 2. And then when we came back, It was the Game Awards. I was so I turned off Mixer and I went over to Twitch. I was like, fuck this. I gave it a chance. Why would you play an ad in the middle of it? Like, that made no sense at all.
And that's a problem on Microsoft's end, because I know on the way it works on Twitch is you usually, if you don't have like Amazon Prime subscription and as a result Twitch Prime, you'll see an ad when you first start the stream.
But that's it.
And then you don't see any more ads unless the person who's running the channel says to run an ad.
Gotcha.
I watched it on Steam because they were giving away games and they didn't win anything.
But so with the game they ended up showing off, which I found later, which actually I didn't miss anything.
No,
it was a 20-second trailer. Was Shadows Die Twice, the new From Software
I don't even know
game.
if that's the name of it. That's just like a slogan.
That just might be the slogan. Even everyone's think it's Bloodborne 2. A lot of people.
Bloodborne 2 wasn't there? They did Demon Souls, right?
Demon Souls.
Everyone's saying
Demon Souls, bringing that back.
Wasn't it when you died, like it left a shadow where you died?
Yeah.
And it was like that was the whole online infrastructure, was you could see where everyone died around you.
Yep.
Isn't Nier as well?
Because that started before. That started the Demon Souls.
Yeah,
Dark Souls. I mean,
Nier is interesting. Like when you find like fallen other people, like they give you like their name and they give you like a story. Like this person fell asleep in the woods.
This person died of dysentery,
more or less. And if you can do a couple, you pray over them, Android prayer, and then you can either retrieve, which means you get a bunch of their stuff that person fell with, or you can I think it's recover is what they call it, and they'll fight next to you for a while. Like you have like an extra person fight next to you for a while. So it's like when you're like in tough spots.
So when you're a boss battle, you just run around recovering.
Yeah,
people?
and when you know when like the shit's about to kick off because you're just like, man, there's just dead people everywhere here.
So that was the end of the pre-show. Then we got into the actual Game Awards show. First thing that was shown off was the brand new game from the Firewatch creators.
Oh man!
In the Valley of Gods, coming out in 2019. Basically, walking puzzle simulator, but in Egypt.
It looked like Firewatch when you can actually have the other person.
Yes, and it looks like there's co-op aspects that are probably going to be somewhere in there. I'm excited for that. I can't wait.
Me too.
I mean, obviously, it's Egypt. I saw Egypt. I was like, oh, I'm in.
Yeah, but I think they put like a 2019 date on that one, so it's gonna be it's gonna be a minute. But
yeah,
I was a big fan of Firewatch, so yeah, bring me more.
I'm excited. Then the next announcement was the Breath of the Wild, the Champions Ballad DLC was available that night, so it's out now.
That was a huge surprise.
That was huge. Everyone was kind of surprised though that they.
I always love like available now type announcements.
Yeah, well, I guess for that one it doesn't matter because you can just play handheld mode. But I'd be like, people are gonna not stop watching and go play it.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. Like, but for the Switch that don't work though, you can still play, or at least get downloading it or whatever. And then after that, I just want to briefly they gave the Icon Award that they give out every year. It was to Carol Shaw. She developed some original Atari games.
Damn near by herself.
And pretty much. And I thought it was pretty interesting. I thought she had a really interesting story. You could tell she's just like, I don't know why you're giving this to me, but thank you. Yeah. Like kind of attitude. But
I haven't done this in decades.
Right? Yeah. You know who I am, like But it was really cool to see her and her, and everything. To hear her story, and that was really interesting. And then they showed off the Soul Calibur 6 trailer.
Yes.
2018. Yes. Super pumped for that. Cannot wait. I wonder if we're going to get system-specific characters again.
That's the thing they do, man.
That's what they usually do. I can't wait. That's why 5 failed. 5 was just bad. And then we got an interesting trailer for THQ Nordic's new game, Fade to Silence. It looks kind of like a Lost Planet meets Silent Hill kind of game,
and it seems like it
was
in
like a winter survival,
right? But more survival aspect of it as opposed to like an action.
Yeah. The early access starts December 14th, right away, which is shocking. I can't believe it was right away like that. But with that game being kind of like early access, I'm definitely curious to see what that's going to pertain to, what you're going to get, and all that good stuff.
I just want to see how it plays. Like, what's the moment by moment, beat by beat like gameplay of something where you're like in this snow shrouded area with like survival, and I might have to worry about eating and whatever. Right. I'm just curious how that plays out.
It looked cool.
Yeah,
it looked really
cool.
interesting.
The trailer was really cool.
Yes. Then after that, we got trailer for Bayonetta 1 and 2 coming to the Nintendo Switch February 16th. So quick. Bayonetta 2 will be on the cartridge, and number 1 will come as a download code. So make sure you have a memory card.
Quick thing. So, as I mentioned earlier, my Switch is sitting next to me on my desk while I'm doing schoolwork.
Yeah.
So I got bored at one point. So I licked the cartridge.
No.
Totally disgusting.
Bravo. I'm glad you did it.
Well, so
I couldn't do it. Like I said, I had Melissa doing the first when the Switch first came out. I couldn't do it.
Why not? It was one of the things
I want to do it.
I don't know what game it was. It doesn't matter.
I was going to say, which would you like? Just out of curiosity.
Don't know. But I was sitting next to me, I'm like,
awesome.
this is supposed to be terrible, right? So
Oh, that's funny.
That is hilarious.
So I'm excited for that, but I am also very jealous of Japan because Japan's getting a collector's edition, which has both of them on their each in their own box, their own cartridges, and some bonus stuff with it. It's you bastards.
I've somehow never played any Bayonettas.
Oh,
It's
they're so good.
They're right up my alley too. I would think I
they're
would
so
like
good.
them a lot.
You're
So
gonna
maybe
love
this-
them.
Maybe this is my time.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like 2, I just didn't. I played a little bit of 2, and the little bit I played was awesome. It's just that I never played my Wii U,
Yeah.
so I'm super pumped. And then after that, Reggie came out and said, "I have another announcement for you. Bayonetta 3 is coming to the Switch."
Exclusive to the Switch.
Exclusively, which is awesome because Bayonetta would be dead without Nintendo. That's the only reason why the second
I would
one
say
was made.
it wasn't. Yeah, I thought the last one was exclusive.
Yeah, and that's
Wii
why
U.
I bought my Wii U was because of Bayonetta 2. So Bayonetta 3 coming to the Switch. Super excited. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so awesome that it's doing that well. And I think they know because, like I said, Bayonetta 2 was hugely. All the critics loved it. It got 9 out of 10s and everything. So I am super pumped to play through those again and to get 3. And then we got our fun, most fucked up trailer I've ever seen. I think in my life, Death Stranding.
It's not a trailer.
I still don't know what that game is.
No,
Mm.
it might not be a game. It might not be a game at this point.
It's gonna be a game. Yeah, man.
Somewhere in there.
I don't know. There's been. I have not done the deep dive into the internet to find out what the hell's going on.
I don't know. All I know is there's like a baby breaching the womb there.
Yeah.
But there
Give it a
is-
thumbs up.
Yeah.
In Norman Reedus.
in the down his whatever. I mean, it's like in his stomach. Which, I don't know, but I mean, it's like I've been.
It's a world of Krangs.
Oh, see,
Problem solved.
New theory.
next one. No, I'm sorry, but
no.
like you can see how it's like they're talking about like the trailer starts and they're talking about like there was a big explosion and that's how it all started, and there's a big explosion how it all ended, and there was like a parallel where Norman Reedus in a previous trailer and this trailer was in front of a crater surrounded by those beings hovering right. In the first trailer he's butt ass naked, and in this one he had all kinds of crazy, the little thing that was up over his head, and it looks more futuristic. So it was like, it's like, are you spanning like an entirety of like a, I don't know, lifespan of a world? Those are some things I gleaned from it, but outside of that,
A series of parallel universes.
Or is he like a robot that's been living this whole time? Or is he like, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of, it seems like a long time has passed in between those two trailers, but it has some of the same people in it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's about all I can put together on that madness that we
You've
saw.
put together more than I've even tried to put together.
All I know is I want it.
I
That's
want to
really
know
all
what
I know.
it is.
I'm so intrigued. I'm so in. I just want to know. I just want it.
I want to go away until next PSX when they show gameplay.
That's the thing. You have to show gameplay the next time you show this game. Like, come on. I mean, especially if this game. I mean, we're thinking what?
Kojima
2019, the earliest. for
Kojima
this
said,
game, right?
when Kojima was asked about the date, but previously he said all he said is it'll be out before the Tokyo Olympics, which is 2020.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe it's about the Tokyo Olympics.
The baby is like the burning desire for sports that lives within you,
The burning
male
desire,
or female.
the
I mean,
burning desire for sport.
come up with anything better.
You know what? I can't debunk the theory. Every theory is a valid theory.
At this point, anything it can go anywhere.
It's like Moby Dick. Any
Right.
theory you have is correct.
Right,
it makes no difference.
Exactly.
Norman Reedus is the vessel for the child. The kid's running everything. It's a parallel for
The
parenthood.
baby is Mads Mikkelsen.
God.
Kids run everything. That's welcome to parenthood.
So there was a big.
Kids
that
got
was
to
a
shit. You
huge,
got to drop everything
big
you got to do.
thing.
Get them in the toilet.
That was like a good 8 minutes or so.
long,
It was
yeah.
a long
Kid
trailer.
wants a cookie. You go get a fucking cookie.
Then after that, from the creators, interesting combo, creators of the Vanishing of Ethan Carter and Painkiller, comes Witchfire, which looks awesome.
That looks really good.
So, I love Painkiller. I love Painkiller.
A super artsy fartsy walking sim, right? And then Painkiller, which is a crazy third-person action,
over the top
nutsnits, right? And let's put those two stories together and just see what happens. And it looks great. It looks really
awesome. Good. Oh, I'm so pumped for that. And then after that, we got an awesome junk moment. I'm thinking, or just a crazy moment from the developer of A Way Out.
Is that EA guy?
A Way Out. Joseph. God, I can't think of his last name right now. But he was just he was going crazy. Fuck the Grammys. Fuck the Grammys. He was funny. Jeff was getting pissed.
I don't like him. Here's why. I've heard that guy talk twice, right? That was one of them where he's just like, I'm so passionate. Fuck you. Fuck this guy. Fuck everyone. I tell you, we're fucking this up. Everyone's backing this up. And he did an interview after E3, after he showed his game, and he was talking over like Tim Schafer and some other like super well-known developer. Okay. Like he's like just yelling over these guys, talking about like I walk around the studio like, are you fucking shit up? Are you fucking shit up? You should be fucking shit up. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? First of all, he's talking about my next game is gonna be even better than this one. It's like everyone thinks my game is crap, but I know it's gonna be great. Like he's just so he talks about how passionate he is, but he just sounds like a complete asshole because he's just so full of himself and full of what his ideas are. Yeah, Two Brothers was an okay game. It was fine. Yeah. I liked it. This, we have no idea what this is. This might be a steaming pile of shit. And you should probably watch his mouth before he starts running it if you're going to be putting out a giant steaming pile of shit.
This looks awesome, though.
I like it.
A Way Out looks awesome.
I mean, it looks good.
Very interesting concept. That whole split screen co-op.
And like you buy the copy and I can play it. Like that kind of stuff. Yeah,
I mean, that looks really interesting. I mean, the game looks promising. Let's put it that way. The game does look promising.
I think so too. I'm excited for the game as well. Yeah. But he needs to be like,
that's just his persona. I hear you though.
Mr. EA needs to tell him like you don't.
Well, that's the thing. He needs to be careful.
Don't step to a microphone ever again.
Because he ripped EA.
EA approached him, gave him a shit ton of money to make his vision, and EA stood back. Like he said in the interview, he's like, the EA has nothing to do with what we're doing. Yeah. They're cutting checks. They're getting a cut of the profit. Yeah. And he's saying like they're not even getting their normal. EA is not even taking the normal cut of the profit as they normally would on a game of this scale. So like EA is really like helping him along in putting this game out, and he just like they fucked up. Like, man, like you can't, like, I don't know, man. It's just, it seems like you're biting the hand that feeds you a little bit before you've even given a chance to like return on their investment. I don't know.
True.
I don't like him.
I don't like loudmouth, so.
Oh, he's a fucking loud ass mouth. You should
find the interview. Funny. I thought it was just out of nowhere. Like I've never heard that guy talk before, so for me it was out of nowhere. Right. So originally I was just like, oh, this is hilarious. I was like, all right. And I got to the point where I was like, all right, just getting really pissed.
Yeah. Let's put it this way. If he was an athlete in some kind of contact sport, I'd be wanting him to get his teeth knocked out.
Find the interview when he was talking. Like Tim Schafer's just like, oh, we can talk about our game now. Like it's the shit like that's how crazy it was. I don't know. I don't know.
So after that,
hopefully this game's good.
It's all right. We'll see. Hopefully, because like I said, it does look very promising. After that, we got a brand new trailer for Dreams, the Media Molecule game.
It
looks crazy, fucked up. Looks really interesting. Yeah. I think the worst part of that whole trailer is when it said 2018.
I think it looked,
and that was it.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm just surprised it's even coming out still. I think.
Well, me too. But we need more than that at this point for this game because it's shocking that it's even coming out still.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like Little Big Planet, but like more mystical. Like, I mean, it looked just like without all like the characters from that world and planet. But I don't know.
I'm not a creator, so I just hope that like whatever like it comes with, like the single player stuff, is just very interesting, and I still hope that the rumored VR stuff is, because that seems perfect for it.
It looks wild. I don't know.
After that, PUBG showed off their desert map, which looks crazy fun. So we'll check that out.
In case you're wondering, I was on my phone. I was buying that and telling you to download my Xbox.
Nice.
The one I got at Amazon, I had it on sale for like $23, so I bought it. But it said digital code, so I thought I was gonna get a digital code, and I'm getting a code.
Your card mailed it. Yeah,
right.
That's why I didn't do that because, well, first of all, Amazon's been fucking up pre-orders.
I mean, mine like on Wednesday or Thursday or whatever. But I did it today.
That's the other thing. Like I didn't want to get home tomorrow and be ready to play it and have it not show up till like 9:00 at night.
Yeah. I'm in no rush. I got Wolfenstein to play.
Yeah, me too. But
Then after that, the creators of Payday showed off their new game. It's a 4-player survival type game called GTFO. Get the fuck out. Hopefully 2018, they said.
They're making that, and they're also making a Walking Dead game that they had their first trailer come out for, too. But they didn't really show any real detail or aspects of it. But
yeah, that GTFO, though, looked really scary and interesting.
you and I liked Payday a lot.
yeah, I put a ton of time into Payday 2 when it came out. I had the one heist down to like under a minute.
I bought the well, they're gonna they're putting out the last content pack for that soon. Oh, they actually, I think they just did actually. So they had like the big score, and they had whatever it was. Like no, they had Crime Wave Edition and big score, and then did one more.
I bought one of them.
I got up to the big score. Is what
I don't know which one I bought. I bought one of them.
I don't think I played it at all, but
I think I logged in once to see if it would carry over my like ranking and everything. I don't think it did.
It's a bummer because you were way up there.
I would say yeah. I had like at least one of the like skill trees maxed out.
Payday, good game.
Payday, great game of 2015.
That's still coming out for the Switch. Payday 2.
Oh fuck, that's right.
And then the final trailer that they showed off was Metro Exodus, coming out in fall 2018, and that looks awesome. That looks like a lot of fun.
Metro's a big blind spot for me, but that did look.
It looks really pretty.
Amazing.
It looks really pretty. So
Was that?
that was the whole game show. Yeah. And then as we said, Zelda won
Zelda won game of the year.
I really dig the orchestra they had playing
that was great.
The different game themes and stuff. That was really, really cool.
And then a lady come out and sing the Mario song.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
That was really good.
Yeah, so I'd be a big fan of getting that orchestra back for next year for sure. The thing about the show is like they got to find a way to shorten it. It's a little too long.
But it's one of those things where it's too long because they're showing all these release videos and everything,
which is great.
And that's generating the revenue to even do the show.
True,
and make
that's
it
true.
bigger,
Then they have the
better,
commercials with that. Yeah, oh, that's true. Oh, the Bethesda commercial for the single player, save the single player games.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
That was really good.
Oh, well, it's all
Hashtag save player one.
like I said when we started talking about this, if it wasn't for the the release and the videos and the release information, I'd have no interest in the show.
True.
Yeah,
I would do what I did. I'd go online the next day and read who won what awards, and
I think it felt very professional. I think it felt very, very. I think it represented the medium very well.
Yeah,
it wasn't. It had some goofy moments and fun moments along the way, but so did the Oscars, so did the Grammys, so did the Golden Globes, all those type of things do. But I mean, it felt like a legitimate show.
Yes.
I mean, it felt like a legitimate award show. It felt like a legitimate award,
which is a lot of progress from like 3 years ago.
Yeah, or even I think the very first one, Madden won Game of the Year. So like and it was a Spike TV
Right.
hype machine more or less than anything else. Now it's again you talk about the orchestra, the big stage and big video boards, and like the really a celebration of everything that happened, but also showing all the new stuff coming out. So would it exist without the new stuff coming out? Probably not.
Right.
Like, would I have tuned in at all?
No, absolutely not.
No way.
No.
So it's interesting that they get a chance to do that because again, like on the Oscars, they don't show trailers or they don't show what's coming out next year. Like this is a unique way to kind of celebrate what's coming out before it came out before and what's coming out next.
Yeah.
Like
it's cool. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I mean, like I said, it just felt long, but I get it. But that makes sense though, and everything.
I wasn't zoned in on it. Like I was doing other stuff. Like I had my computer monitor. Like this side this side was watching and this side was Christmas shopping. But yeah,
I had it on the big screen. I was playing Xenoblade on my Switch. So
look up when you're like,
it's like, oh wait, world premiere. Oh, what do we got?
Pause.
Yeah.
And then at the very next day was the PlayStation Experience news kind of brief
So I hear.
thing. I knew they said it was going to be more low key, right?
They did.
They did prep us to say it was a little more low key, but oh man, that was
not like that.
That was
not super casual.
Yeah,
like
that was
super casual.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear more, like not hear more, but read more about like people's reactions to how PSX was this year, because I think the whole the press conference they did, on the first day of it was like the big drawing point for a lot of people, and if they're gonna give all their big releases to Paris Games Week or whatever ahead of time and just regurgitate the same stuff over and over. I wonder about like what's the appeal of PSX then?
And that's what we said after the Paris Games Week. We sat in this very chairs in these very rooms saying like, what the hell is going to be on PSX? Like, what is it going to have left? Apparently, not a whole lot.
Well, we thought release dates, but we didn't even get that.
Those.
But we didn't get those.
Like I said, but they've primed us to think PSX is a big deal over the last couple of years,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
So like saying like it's not going to be that big of a deal, like okay, fine, but I still thought it'd be just
we still get something,
at least
though.
a deal,
right?
Exactly. Because I mean, like, look, like that's that would have been the perfect show. We haven't seen anything about like the Final Fantasy VII remake. Like I know we're still ways away from even playing that, but at the same time, that was the show. Like when they first showed that first gameplay trailer, that was like what 2 years ago now at PSX. Yeah. I thought I thought okay, now's the time to show another little bit more gameplay or whatever. Like this would have been the perfect show for something like that.
Or even like this indie game, which is out right now. Like there was none of that. There was none of those little smaller things for like the super. I mean, this is for directly to the PlayStation hardcore people.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was interesting hearing the people talk. I mean, we were more yelling and drunk over it more than anything else. But like, we still didn't really miss much of anything. I went the next day and looked over it, and we didn't really miss much of anything.
Yeah. Just real quick, some things that were announced. Wipeout Omega Collection's getting a VR mode.
That looks awesome.
Due out in early 2018.
So pumped for that.
There's no new content outside of the VR capability.
There's plenty of content in that thing anyway.
Oh god, yeah, it's huge.
Apparently, the director of God of War said the game will be around 35 to 40 hours long.
That's insane.
Yeah. Cut that by 12%.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Nope.
See?
Last Guardian is getting a VR mode as well.
That's already out. They have some really funny screenshots out right now. Have you seen those? Where like people are just like looking like right up at the grundle of the thing, and it's like, man,
Medieval is getting remastered for PS4. Never played it. Never heard of it.
It's
never heard of it? Really?
Oh, really? It's a fun game. It's a fun platformer. It's Sir. What's his name? Sir
Daniel.
Sir Daniel.
I think.
See, PSP got the last one.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, Last Guardian's getting a VR mode, which I've heard isn't. It's not like you're playing the game.
It's
in
like
VR.
a 20-minute demo.
It's a demo.
Yeah.
It's free. You can actually.
Yeah.
That one's free, and there was another VR demo I saw recently that was free for something.
Mega Man will be in Monster Hunter World.
That's great. Oh, that was awesome. That was an awesome trailer.
It's like a 3D version of like the pixelated 2D Mega Man. That looks so good. That looks so awesome.
That's awesome.
That's pretty much it. Sean Layden hinted at they want to be able to let people change PSN names before next year's PSX.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Yep.
That's it. I mean, that's.
They did a lot of talking, and I mean, they had different panels throughout the weekend.
Yeah,
and they had a little more
talking.
And
no more talking.
Exactly. I mean, it was more of that.
We got the Detroit gameplay.
Yes.
Yeah, I just skipped over that. I mean, it's.
But again, that's something.
We're hitting the point where they're going to show us the whole fucking game.
I say stop showing us. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're saying. This is great, but we just want it.
Yeah, I'm dying for that game. It looked really good. I just like the aesthetic and like the gameplay and how it all kind of came to be,
and how you don't negotiate with terrorists.
And we were always yelling at the screen.
Yeah.
People were yelling at them. It was good times. But yeah, like that's about it.
Yeah. I watched a couple things really quickly, like IGN summing up a couple things. Like they got to play some of the VR games that were shown. So they got to play that Star Child that we've seen 2 trailers for. That we've like, what the fuck is this for VR? They basically said it's Metroid. It's maybe the same people that did Super Lucky's Tale. They're like, so that company's like, that's our Mario, this is our Metroid. And they said it's really interesting. It's like a 2.5D. So like, it's not so much that you're immersed in the world, but like you can lean in and get into the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so like your side scroll, so it's like a side scroller type thing and stuff, but you can get up close and look at details and stuff. So they're saying like, there's times where you're probably gonna have to lean in to read what the password is or something, or to find out what the password is or something like that. Things like that. So again, still no gameplay like shown, but that's what they said that there's high hopes for that now. And then there was another game, I forget that. God, I'm blanking on the name. Fire Team. Was it Fire Team? I can't remember the name of it. But basically, they said it's Rainbow Six for VR.
Like it's team based. Supermassive.
No, it's not Supermassive. It's I think it's someone else's game. But they're basically saying it's like a team based where you really have to cooperate with each other and stuff. But it, like, you know, going infiltrate a house and all that kind of stuff. And they basically they describe it as Rainbow Six for VR.
Interesting.
Which seems really interesting. But yeah, there was a ton of VR like stuff talked about and things like that. Was it Gollum? Is a game they showed off 2 years ago at PSX. They had a little side panel that I watched. It looks awesome for VR. Finally, March 17th.
Oh, wow, I know that.
So I am super pumped to finally play that.
That's one of the first things they showed for VR.
And it looked awesome. And like then they showed some more of it off, and it's gonna be. I think that game's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited. I'm really pumped for VR, which is making me really mad though about the fact that I have the V1 of the PlayStation VR, not the new one. Because it would be so much easier just to keep the box hooked up.
Oh, yeah, the beta tester version.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Because it would be so much nicer to keep the box hooked up so I can get my HDR playthrough. Yeah. All I do is unplug the big headset, put it on the shelf, take that off instead of reconnecting everything, you know? Because like all this VR stuff is coming out. I'm like super pumped for VR again. Like it's just, I want to get the aim controller because a lot of these games are going to be supporting the aim controller. And they're getting my like hopes up again.
They have the new bundles out. Like you can get the headset, the camera, Gran Turismo Sport.
That does not have the new headset.
Oh, really?
GT does not. Only the Skyrim and the Doom bundles have the new headset right now.
Never mind. Because the ones I've been keeping seeing on sale for like $200.
Because that's what pissed me off. Because I thought that too. I was like, because Amazon sold out of the GT bundle. I was like, because Amazon right now will still give me $215 in trading credit for my VR.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, that's awesome. I'll just do that and I'll just swap them out. Then I found out, no, the Gran Turismo one is not the new one. It's only the Doom and the Skyrim one. But the Skyrim one's expensive because that comes with the Move controllers, which I don't need.
Right.
And the Doom one, though, does come with just the camera and that. But that's the one I asked for Christmas. Gotcha. Just the game. So it's like, well, I can always do that and just trade in the game, I guess, if I want to do something like that. But that's $300 for that bundle. So I'd still have to pay. So I'm trying to see if there's maybe something else I can trade in, or I'm gonna wait till Christmas because I asked for Amazon gift cards and maybe because I want the new version of the VR, but just like I said, that pass through. Because if all I have to do is just connect the helmet and reconnect that, I will use my VR way more. Yeah. I will totally be more inclined to use that because there's so much coming out for it. I'm so excited.
It had a good showing the last few things. Yeah, that they've showed. So for sure, that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. All
right. Before we get into my gift,
so you wanna
let's do the contest.
Talk about being king of the castle, king of the county, queen of the castle.
So we ran a contest before, so we're gonna do another similar one to this. However, we're gonna put a little bit of a
like my fantasy football season.
Not Kobe. Not Kobe.
You can name any bull and do that.
Yeah. The whole Chicago Bulls team.
Lonzo.
Yeah.
you gotta do that thing he does. Anyway.
God.
Anyway.
I hate the Bulls so much.
He's a Laker, but
what are we talking about?
Contest.
So we ran contests before. We're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna blow it up on Twitter. We're gonna blow it up on Facebook. Go to this website, sign up for this stuff, get entered into it. But the only thing that's different is we're going to ask for a secret code.
Yeah, so the problem we ran into last year is there was a lot of shitbags who just, enter every contest they see online. And it made it really hard to get in contact with a winner. Speaking of which, we never got pictures from said winner.
Yeah, Tony. If you even still listen to this.
So what we're doing this year is we're going to give out a code here. And it's going to be the same website we ran through last year. So first question it's going to ask you that you have to answer is you have to put in the code. You're going to put in that code, and then it's going to let you do all the rest of the stuff. If it's going to be the same stuff as last year. Follow our Twitter, retweet the thing, go to our Facebook page, all that stuff.
Subscribe to us on YouTube.
And yeah, if you're already subbed to us on YouTube, you don't need to unsubscribe and resubscribe. Just hit the button and it'll verify you're subscribed. If you follow us on Twitter, hit the button, it'll verify you follow us. And we'll go through the thing. We're going to draw a winner, and then when it draws a winner, whoever it is, I'm going to go through, and if you did not put in that correct code, your entry is invalid, and I'll go to the next fucking person.
The only time we're going to give that code is right now.
Yep.
The code.
Right now.
Right now. Diddy Mao.
2010. 2010.
That's right. Digits, not words. 2010.
Number code.
Simple enough.
The prize, similarly to our last one, Super Nintendo Classic Edition that I came across because I find these things all the time.
Yeah.
You should really be like
you
a
and the
person.
Switches, man.
I know.
You're the Nintendo
You should be
man.
a personal shopper.
You should be. You're the Nintendo man.
Like a week after I got mine, like 2 weeks after I came out, I was at a Target and I overheard somebody be like, "Get any SNES classes?" Yeah, we got a bunch of them just in. And it was just like, boop.
Hello.
Yeah, so picked it up. So we're doing another contest. We're gonna run it for 2 weeks.
Wait, no.
No, we can't for about 10 days.
Yeah, it's going to run from the day this is released, which is the 13th.
A week. Because we're recording,
plus.
we're recording early because of Christmas.
Right. Oh, so like okay, so a week.
So it's going to
Yeah.
run from 8 a.m. when this posts on the 13th to 11:59 p.m. the following Wednesday, which would be the 20th.
Which
Yes,
is
20th.
the 20th. Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
So yeah, during that time, get your entries in, and we will draw a winner, and maybe we'll announce it on the next podcast if we can verify and get in touch with the person.
We hope.
We hope.
I wanted to announce the winner last year as soon as we picked one, and that proved to be quite the challenge. So
Yeah.
So hopefully this code thing fixes that.
I can't wait to just bypass so many winners that are drawn because they're douchebags who didn't listen to the episode and get the code.
So listen to the episode, tell your friends, forward, tweet, and follow, and do all those things. And put us away. So it's only for that time period.
The nice thing is we don't have to fight over that one this time.
Yeah.
The SNES, we didn't want to give.
Yeah.
The NES, you and I did not want to give that
No, I
away.
did not.
Oh, that's a shame.
All right, so
yeah.
back into our regular schedule programming. My gift to you was your gift to that guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
My gift to you is a segment of our show where one of us gives someone else a gift, give them a chance to play something new, and review it. So Art wanted to fill his stakes holes, his game of the year holes, that is, and he gave him.
I mean, that's one way of doing that.
And he gave him.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes.
So I was super excited to try this. The game looked freaking gorgeous. Like you saw it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What was it? The next day it came over, whatever it was, and it was.
Yeah.
stunning.
It was unbelievable. 4K, HDR. The game looks absolutely insane on a Pro. Absolutely insane. So I got through the proving trials.
Oh, good.
So about 3.5 hours in or so, and I even did the where they infiltrate the camp right after that.
Okay, yeah.
I did that mission as well. So that's pretty much where I.
That's
stopped.
good. That's a
It was like I said, about 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah.
So I got a good idea of what to expect from the game and everything. So I was going through. I collect everything I see, of course, like any of those other type of games. This is very cool. Very cool game. The story is very interesting. Being an outcast and then the proving trials of you joining a tribe, which is very interesting. And I'm gonna have to watch how this plays through because I'm not gonna play the rest of it because the gameplay is not for me. It's very difficult for me. Bow and arrow is not my forte at all. I'm terrible at it. I am so bad. Like some of these enemies, I was struggling with it, and I'm just like, this should not be this hard.
Have you attempted to be more stealthy? As opposed to
That's even worse.
That's even worse?
That's
Okay.
even worse being stealthy.
fair enough.
Although I will say when you're a kid at the beginning of the game and you have that stealth mission to go save the other kid, I did very well. I did quite well.
I'm stealthy like a fucking bulldozer.
Yeah, I'm terrible at being stealthy. Even though I've played and I love like the Metal Gear games and stuff like that, but I've always found a way to get through those. But like anytime where I have to be like super stealthy, like oh my god, I just struggle with that. And the crafting system is very cool. I do like the crafting system. I mean, I've never felt like I was going to run out of arrows ever. Like at least the regular ones. There was times where I couldn't craft more fire or shock arrows.
Right.
But at least I still had the regular arrows to go off of.
Right.
I love the shock traps. Those were cool.
Yeah.
to
Oh,
use.
the trip wires.
Yeah, the trip wires. That was really cool to use.
Did you get to the tie downs or no?
No,
Okay,
I didn't get those. No,
Yeah, I didn't think that.
no.
I don't remember when that came out.
Yeah, no, I didn't get those.
That changes everything.
Yeah. But I get it. Like I respect the game. I get it. I understand the hype. I understand why people are loving this game. It makes sense. Like it totally makes sense. I just can't play. I'm just bad. I'm just so bad at it. And it was like it was getting frustrating.
Yeah.
It's just like a game like that. It's just like, okay, the reason why I'm not doing well is because I suck. Like, you know what I mean? It is just like because I'm bad at aiming with the arrows. I mean, and then I would get close and do the melee, and then I get my ass kicked when doing melee. Okay, melee helps, but not much. Like
melee is one of those things you gotta.
That's like a last resort.
If you gotta really build up to it.
Yeah,
and that's like for like the weakest of the enemies, or like when the guy's completely tied down, which you didn't get yet.
Right.
Like if you get them tied down, that's when you can get a little closer and do it, because they can't really do much of anything else until they break away. But
I could see that.
Yeah, melee is one of those things you don't want to do until like that person is either like super weak or immobilized.
Yeah. So, but no, this game this is one of the best looking games I've seen all year. This is definitely one of the best looking games.
I think this is the best looking game I think I've ever played.
I was it's for me all year. It's between that and Assassin's Creed for best looking for sure. But that just looks, from what I've seen, I know Wolfenstein's supposed to be gorgeous too. I haven't played Wolfenstein 2 yet though, but I heard that's supposed to be amazing.
Wolfenstein's it's different because both Horizon and Assassin's Creed have like these living, vibrant environments you're running through, and Wolfenstein is the typical. It's it's dark. It's dirty and grungy and broken down cities, and it's just naturally it's not as vibrant as these. And I think the vibrant games with a lot of colors and stuff just naturally are more appealing from a visual perspective.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what you think once you YouTube the last like 3 or 4 of the story missions.
Okay.
Because like I said, like that's one of been in terms of like open world games. It's been one of my favorite stories I've ever played.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get a synopsis of the story because I am very curious what the rest of the story is gonna be like.
How the hell are you gonna make sense of future robo dinosaurs and super primitive human beings?
Right? Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense. They get to it.
Oh yeah, it just doesn't make. Yeah, so right now I'm just like, all right, like it's a great concept. But I have no fucking clue why.
I don't care. I don't know
why. So I mean, I can go ahead right now and say like this is. I would consider this an honorable mention for Game of the Year for me personally, only because and this is why I did not buy it for all this time, is I had a feeling I was going to struggle with the gameplay, and I did.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to know that,
Yeah, but again, like I said, I respect though the game. Like I can say I can get why this is on people's list for Game of the Year, and and why it's being nominated and stuff. I get it. But I just I struggled. Hey. But it's a great game. It is a fantastic game. So check it out if you have not played it yet. Definitely check this out. If you have a 4K TV and a PS4 Pro, you have to at least check it out somehow.
Ever since I came to your house and looked at that thing,
yeah,
it's been like a bug in my brain.
Yeah, it's time to upgrade this. Time to upgrade this TV.
It's gonna break this thing.
We can go over and play hockey. It worked last time.
I got a chart last time.
Just get hammered.
All right, so yeah, cool. I mean, I'm glad you liked it. I mean, at least liked it enough to be like, I get it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, and that's the thing. It's just like games like that, like because there's a lot of games that are like that I'm just like I can't play these, but I respect them.
That's why honestly that's how I feel about the Xenoblade or Xenosaga. What was his new one?
The Xenoblade Chronicles.
Like I know it's not going to be for me.
Sure.
Like, it just doesn't fit into my playstyle.
Sure.
And I'm sure if I played it for 20 minutes, I'd get it, or at least for a couple hours, I'd get it. But I can't. I see what you're saying in terms of like this is not for you.
No, for sure.
All right, now. We're swinging it back. Steak to art. What did you get this lovely man over here?
So, since this lovely man decided to buy a Switch, which is great.
Yeah.
He's so excited.
Everybody's like,
I've hit the point where I'm cold.
You're cold. Feel these nipples.
Tease.
Damn. So, I'm going to give you Splatoon 2.
All right.
That game's just so much fun. It's a blast.
No!
Yeah! Look at the cartridge. That game's so much fun. You didn't play the first one, right? On Wii U? No. Okay. Yeah, like I said, you don't have to go through the single player really. I mean, you can just jump right into like the multiplayer, like the turf war, and you'll get it. They teach you basically how to play it.
You cover the ground in the most ink.
You're right, yeah.
Right.
And as you level up, you unlock different ways of doing that.
Right. Yeah.
Different guns to do it with. That's pretty much the basics of it. I mean, that game is just like, it is like, I'm not going to lie. I was contemplating back and forth because I've actually been kind of getting the itch again to play it. I'm like, do I want to give this to Art? Because I've been kind of itching to play it myself. But I'm like, wait, we're on a short record week. Yeah. This is perfect. This is going to be perfect. Plus, I'm still with Xenoblade. So,
Yeah, I really dug that game for about 2 weeks, and but it came out.
So
but it came out like in a bad time. Where, like I was playing a bunch of other stuff too.
Sure.
But same thing with you. I was thinking about that game recently because I was reorganizing some games. I was just like, I forgot I had this one.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been kind of itching about
And
it.
it's so easy just to jump in and play
yeah.
for like a couple matches. A match lasts like what, 5 minutes?
Not even.
No,
Like,
3
it's at least
minutes.
3 minutes.
It's like 3 minutes a match lasts. And that's what you do. Like even though it's multiplayer, like the fact that like I don't want to bother with their stupid headset format. Like you don't need a headset. Like it doesn't feel like multiplayer. I just feel like I'm playing computer players.
Yeah,
like
there's no need to communicate really.
No.
I mean it's just like find place.
Sounds right up my alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're green, find where blue is and cover it.
right, exactly.
And you're succeeding.
Yep. And don't forget to tag your home base. Everyone always forgets to do that.
Yeah, just run to like the far.
Everyone just keeps going. Like, no, you got plenty of room right
Yeah,
around
like,
you.
look at all this. Look at all this
That's
ground. This
prime
is,
percentage points right there.
It all counts.
Yeah.
I've had some really close games. Like it's like
Oh,
like,
I have too. Yeah,
48 to 52.
Yeah,
Stuff like that, so.
but that game
Makes a
looks
difference.
awesome, and it runs really well handheld actually as well. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Art.
What?
Where can people find us? Where can people find us online?
People can find us online and youtube.com/StixGamingVids.
Fuck.ru.
One of that site's registered.
That's free advertising.
Redirect it.
You're redirect.
You can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Facebook, Google Play by searching The Sticks Podcast. Find us on Twitter at Sticks Podcast. Find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/The Sticks Podcast.
And those are all the places you can find to follow and search and subscribe and forward and.
Oh, don't worry.
and
There will
whatever.
be links all in the contest.
Exactly. So they're all gonna be in the contest. So you
Absolutely.
can get that awesome contest going for the SNES Classic that we're not gonna give you the number for again. We're not.
Nope.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't. Why are you gonna tell people that?
False.
You're gonna mess them up now.
False.
That's not that one.
False
Don't do
number.
That one.
Get it. Rewind.
I really hope the very first one you pull, the first 40
1,
you
2,
pull,
3, 4.
are all-
Yeah.
Me too.
That is the wrong code. You hear it here again. Wrong code.
Steak,
It's. I was going to throw another fake code out, but
Nah.
please put the final words out before he messes this up before anybody else.
Be sure to tune in for our next episode. Big game of the year. Game of the year. I've already been looking. I have no fucking clue what I'm going to do. I am. Oh my god. We have to discuss also how many honorable mentions we're going to allow.
well, then we
because
need to
this is
discuss.
after
We just need to
this,
discuss
yeah.
the whole thing.
But this
Well, I
is going
think-
to be really difficult this year. This has been a hell of a
Stressed he
year.
is. But I think
Yeah, I know,
I
it's
think
been a
I think
hell
our
of a year.
format I think works again, and we pick 5 and then we give them
Yeah,
points.
I love
and then
that,
the
yeah.
cumulative point. I
Okay,
think that makes
that's-
sense.
The format's fine.
I was just more worried about the number we were going to pick. 'Cause
Yeah, so
I didn't want to do like 10. I'm like, I don't know if I played 10 new games this year.
No, the format is we all come with our top 5 ranked from 1 to 5.
Yeah.
And then 1 gets 5 points, and then
Yep.
2 gets 4 points, and so on and so forth. And then whoever gets the most points out of a game.
Wins the whole thing
game
for
of the
us. Yep.
We
No,
gotta figure it.
absolutely. But I'm excited to see what you guys are going to decide because I'm having a hell of a time deciding my top 5 right now. There's
wrote-
so many good games.
I wrote down the games I would consider to be in my top 10.
I think I'm around 10.
In my top 5, I had 13.
Yeah, I think I'm
I
around
had 13
10.
games in my
That's
top
not
5.
a top 5.
Well, yes, right. You're right. Unless you're dividing around in calculus.
Yeah, I
Carry
did
all-
too.
you gotta
So,
carry
yeah,
all those
I
twos.
have around 10.
Yeah, so and I'm gonna be playing 2 more games here between now and then to hopefully round out. I think every game I wanted to play that I think I would consider in the top 5 once I finish both Cuphead and Wolfenstein, or at least play a decent amount of it. I think I've played all the games I would at least think I would consider to be
Yeah.
in that top 5 running.
That's a good idea. I should probably play Cuphead before next week if I can.
All right.
God damn
So
it.
next show, Game of the Year and SNES Classic giveaway contest winner. Hopefully, if all
Maybe.
goes well. Maybe.
Go find the code.
Go find the code though. Go get all that stuff done. And thanks for joining us, dickheads.
The code is.
Back.